today is desirable and undesirable change. So according to the definition from the book, it says changes that are useful to human beings are said to be desirable change. So any change that we want, any change that is beneficial for us is called a desirable change. For example, ripening of fruits, cooking of food, occurrence of photosynthesis in green plants, pasteurization of milk. Pasteurization of milk is a process in which the milk will not, the pasteurized milk now after pasteurization will not go sour, okay, will not go sour, it will remain fresh for a long period of time. That is called pasteurization of milk or pasteurized milk. Formation of curd from milk. So if you want curd from milk, we usually do curdling of milk. So there is a change, it's called a desirable change. So change of season, these are all desirable change. The changes that we want or which is useful for us is called a desirable change. So we have discussed all the different types of desirable change, and we come to now undesirable change. A change usually which is harmful for us, which we do not want the change to happen. These type of changes are called undesirable change. For example, cyclonic storm, spoilage of food, rotting of food, curdling of milk. For some reasons we do not want, if you want to have fresh milk, you do not want the milk to go sour, or curdling of milk, you do not want it. So that is also, in some cases, it is undesirable change. Rusting of iron, we do not want the iron articles to rust. So rusting of iron is an undesirable change. Erosion of soil, exhaustive mining, overutilization of groundwater, these are all undesirable changes, that do not happen, we do not want to happen. So those changes which is harmful for us and we do not want the change to occur is known as undesirable change. Certain changes are undesirable and undesirable at the same time. For example, so it depends upon the individual whether you want the change or not. For some, the same change is desirable, and for the others, it may be undesirable. So let us talk about some of those type of changes. Like burning of fuel is desirable for heating and cooking. But again, the burning of fossil fuels like petrol, kerosene, diesel, and so on, it burns and produces, those who are cooking food or using the heat produced by it or energy produced by it is a desirable change. But again, if you see on the other side, it causes air pollution. So again, then that is an undesirable change. Rain, suppose you are going for a picnic, or you are going for an outing, or you are going for a long drive. Rain is an undesirable change. But for the farmers who are in the field waiting for the rain, it is desirable for them. So raining could be desirable for some and undesirable for the others. So it depends upon the individual. So desirable and undesirable change solely depends upon the human want. Okay. Now we come to another type of change, that is reversible and irreversible change. A change which can be reversed is called reversible change. So like, for example, when we change liquid or maybe water into ice, you refrigerate, you put it inside the deep freeze, the water, you put it in the deep freeze, and after some time it turns into ice, solid. Yeah. Again, you reverse the condition, you heat it now, or you keep it in the open in the air. What happens is it will turn back into liquid again. So if you reverse the condition, the changes are, some of the changes are reversed. So these type of changes are called a reversible change. So a change that can be reversed or returned to its original form by reversing the conditions is called a reversible change. For example, I told you, melting of ice, evaporation of water, glowing of electric bulb. Yeah, when you switch it on, when you switch on the bulb, switch on the switch, what happens is the bulb will glow. Again, if you do not want the bulb to go, what do? You switch it off. So it is a reversible as well as reversible change. Stretching of rubber band is also a reversible change. So when you use some force on the rubber band, it gets stretched, and you release the force, it goes back to its original shape. So that is a reversible change. Dissolving of sugar in water, all these are reversible change. So when we talk about, you must be wondering how we can get the sugar that is dissolved in water. So sugar you dissolve in water, stir it properly, the sugar dissolves in water completely. Now how do we get back the sugar now? What you have to do is that sugar solution, you got to heat it. You have to heat it. What happens is the water evaporates. Okay, water evaporates, leaving behind the sugar that you have dissolved in it. So it is a reversible change. Now irreversible change is a change which is reversed by reversing the which cannot be reversed by reversing the condition. Like for example, rusting of iron. Rusting of iron is an irreversible change. How can you say that? How can you say that? In the earlier case, when we talked about a freezing of water, if you put it in the refrigerator or in a deep freeze, it turns into ice, and you take it out and heat it, it changes back into water. That is a reversible change. But rusting of iron, you cannot undo the rusting. You cannot get the iron back again. So this is rusting of iron is an irreversible change. Cooking of food is another. You cannot uncook the food again, isn't it? Once the food is cooked, you cannot uncook the food. Ripening of fruits, you cannot unripen the fruits again. So these are irreversible change. Formation of curd into milk is another irreversible change. You can turn milk into curd, but you cannot turn the curd into milk. So therefore, it is an irreversible changes. Okay. So in the next class, we are going to talk about the physical and chemical change, which actually this chapter deals with, the physical and chemical change. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can always contact me. Thank you so much.